In this video, we will talk about dinoflagellates and see an example under the microscope. Dinoflagellates are single-celled organisms that belong to the clade of chromalveolates, which is one of the 5 major eukaryotic clades. You may be familiar with these organisms if you've ever seen bioluminescent bays or tides like the one in this background photo. While many organisms can produce bioluminescence, dinoflagellates are the most common source in the ocean's surface. When they are found in high concentrations, this results in red tides. Their pigmentation can be observed in the discoloration of water, hence the term red tides. In some species, this causes bioluminescence. However, an overaccumulation of certain toxic species can cause harmful algal blooms, which is an indicator of an ecosystem imbalance. Organisms within the chromalveolate clade are typically photosynthetic and have cellulose in their cell walls. Within this clade, dinoflagellates belong to a diverse group of protists called alveolates. Dinoflagellates are unicellular, free-living aquatic organisms. They have 2 forms which can be armored or naked. The cells are covered by a sheath called theca, which is either smooth, also called naked, or they can be ornamented, or called armored. You can see this in the top right image of an unarmored dinoflagellate and an armored dinoflagellate on the right. They also have 2 flagella that provide the cells with limited mobility. One is located in the equatorial groove, and the other begins at the same starting point as the first, but lies in the longitudinal groove. A mixture of photosynthetic and accessory pigments gives dinoflagellates a golden brown color. For species with red pigmentation, this shows up in the red tides mentioned earlier. They are ecologically important as major marine phytoplankton producers, second only to diatoms. This makes them marine primary producers, and they contribute to the foundation of the aquatic food web. The diversity of dinoflagellate species include organisms that create bioluminescence, species that can be highly toxic in the case of Gonyolax, which produces nerve toxins that cause massive fish kills. In this top right slide, you can see the species Gonyolax catenella. Some species are endosymbiotic and live in the bodies of other marine organisms, including corals, anemones, and giant clams. Finally, let's see a few samples of dinoflagellate species as they would look under the microscope. Here we see 2 slides of the species Serradium hirudinella with noticeable armor plates. It has a 3-pointed structure. Under a standard light microscope, it can be very difficult to see the flagellum, especially if it is not live or moving, as this is transparent. But note the positioning of the 2 flagella in the right diagram, which are labeled here as transverse, which indicates the equatorial groove flagellum, and posterior for the flagellum found in the longitudinal groove.